Billionaire mindset for wealth abundance. If you've ever worked hard, done everything right, and still felt like money keeps slipping through your fingers, the problem may not be your effort, but the mindset running silently in the background of your subconscious. The truth, and it may sound controversial, is that abundance, wealth, and prosperity don't start in your bank account. They start with how you see yourself, with your sense of worthiness, with the value you believe you bring to the world. Here, the conversation is direct. No empty mysticism. When confidence aligns with discipline, focus, and a clear vision of success, everything changes. Money stops being a taboo and becomes a tool for freedom, luxury, and real impact. Entrepreneurship, business, investing, and passive income don't come first. They become natural consequences of better decisions, made from a stronger identity. Throughout this journey, you'll realize that thinking like a billionaire isn't about showing off. It's about personal leadership, resilience, persistence, and continuous growth. It's about learning to see opportunities where fear once existed, building a legacy with gratitude, and acting with the certainty that prosperity is not luck. It's strategy. An abundance mindset. An abundance mindset begins when you understand that prosperity is not rare and not reserved for a chosen few. It's an internal state built when the subconscious stops operating in survival mode and starts seeing the world as a field of opportunities, not threats. In practice, this means replacing automatic scarcity thoughts like, money is hard to make, with better questions such as, how can I create more value today? That single shift changes decisions, behaviors, and even the level of confidence you bring into business, investing, and personal growth. Pay race a simple exercise. Pay attention to your daily language. If you constantly say, I can't, that's not possible, or that's not for me, you just found a leak in your prosperity. Abundance begins the moment you consciously choose thoughts that support wealth, freedom, and success, creating space for the next step of this journey. Abundance as a natural state. Abundance is not something you have to force. It's the natural state once you stop blocking the flow. Nature doesn't hold back. Trees produce fruit in excess. The sun rises every single day. Money follows the same logic when your mindset aligns with prosperity and value. When you truly understand this, your relationship with wealth changes completely. Instead of chasing money desperately, you position yourself better, act with confidence, and allow opportunities to appear almost effortlessly, including business and investment opportunities you once overlooked. A simple practice. Start your day reminding yourself that there is more than enough for everyone, including you. It may sound basic, but this daily subconscious programming reduces anxiety, improves financial decisions, and prepares the ground for money to flow with ease. And that leads us to the next level. Replacing scarcity with prosperity. Replacing scarcity with prosperity is like updating outdated software running in the background. As long as the subconscious believes there's a lack of money, time, or ability, you may try to grow, but you'll always hit the brakes at the critical moment. The first step is awareness. Fear of investing, guilt about earning well, or the feeling that luxury isn't for you. These aren't character flaws. They're old programs asking to be updated. Start small, but stay consistent. Read something daily that expands your perspective, like Think and Grow Rich or The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, and apply just one idea per day. This gradual replacement builds confidence, strengthens focus, and allows prosperity to shift from being the exception to becoming the standard. Programming the subconscious for wealth. Programming the subconscious for wealth means intentionally choosing which beliefs will guide your decisions, especially when no one is watching. Prosperity isn't built by willpower. It's built by invisible habits repeated daily on autopilot. One powerful technique is repetition with emotion. Affirmations like, I create value and I am well compensated for it, work best when paired with visualization. Closing a deal, seeing your investments grow, experiencing success in real situations. The subconscious learns through images and feelings, not cold logic. Another powerful practice is reviewing your day before sleep, acknowledging small wins related to money or discipline. This reinforces confidence, strengthens your sense of worthiness, and keeps your mind focused on continuous success, setting the stage for something even greater. Attracting money and prosperity. When money starts flowing more easily, it's not magic. It's alignment. Prosperity shows up when your inner expectations, mindset, and daily actions are on the same frequency. Wealth rarely comes from a single source. It appears through known and unknown channels when you position yourself as someone who creates value, solves problems, and stays open to new business opportunities, partnerships, and investments. Think of money as practical energy. It responds to confidence, clarity, and a belief in worthiness. When you expect the best, act with discipline, and maintain focus, the flow increases. And this relationship with money leads to something even deeper: your self-worth and financial identity. Self-worth, worthiness, and personal value. How you see yourself sets the ceiling for your prosperity. If, deep down, you believe you don't deserve wealth, luxury, or freedom, your subconscious will always find a way to sabotage bigger gains even when opportunities appear. Building worthiness starts with simple actions. Keeping promises to yourself, improving one skill at a time, and recognizing the real value you deliver. This strengthens confidence and completely transforms how you show up in business, investing, and financial decisions. A practical exercise. Each week, write down results you created, even small ones. This recalibrates self-esteem, reinforces the identity of a wealth creator, and prepares your mind to handle larger numbers without guilt or fear. The identity of a wealthy billionaire thinker. Thinking like a wealthy person isn't about appearances. It's about internal standards. A wealthy identity shows up in silent decisions. Choosing long-term results over short-term pleasure. Maintaining focus when no one is watching. And protecting your mental energy as a valuable asset. Adopting this identity before the results is the real turning point. You begin asking yourself, what would a prosperous person do right now? That one question reshapes habits, financial discipline, and how you position yourself in business and investing. This is the principle of being before having. When you act like someone who creates value, leads their life, and trusts their potential, money becomes a natural consequence, opening the door to real, sustainable growth. Discipline, focus, and personal growth. Wealth without discipline is luck, not prosperity. Real growth happens when you learn to control impulses, organize cash flow, and stay focused on what truly creates value, even on days when motivation disappears. Financial self-control starts with the basics. Spend less than you earn. Invest before consuming. And review your numbers weekly. Small routines build confidence, strengthen a success-oriented mindset, and prevent emotional decisions that sabotage long-term growth. Consistent self-investment is non-negotiable. Courses, books like The Richest Man in Babylon and Atomic Habits, and the right mentors expand your vision and accelerate growth, preparing you for something bigger. Entrepreneurship and business. Entrepreneurship is, at its core, about solving problems at scale. True wealth is created when you build businesses that deliver real value, serve people consistently, and don't rely solely on your time to operate. Scalable businesses come from systems, not just effort. Automating processes, delegating tasks, and building passive income models turn hard work into freedom, allowing money to flow even when you're not present. A strong starting point is identifying skills you already have and problems you can solve. From there, practical courses, quick testing, and small investments build confidence and open doors to bigger opportunities, exactly the mindset that leads to leadership. Decision-making and leadership. Wealth grows at the speed of decision-making. Prosperous people don't wait for absolute certainty. They assess risk, act strategically, and take responsibility for outcomes, understanding that indecision has a high cost. Leadership begins when you stop outsourcing your choices. Building teams, forming partnerships, and leading businesses require confidence, clarity of vision, and the ability to inspire others to grow with you, not in spite of you. Adopting the mindset of being the CEO of your own life means treating time, money, and energy as assets. Planning your week, reviewing metrics, and adjusting direction strengthen focus and prepare you to face bigger challenges with maturity and authority. Resilience and persistence. Every prosperity journey includes pressure. The difference is that wealthy individuals use challenges as mental training, not excuses, turning obstacles into strategic growth. Resilience isn't silent suffering. It's fast adaptation. When something doesn't work, you adjust, improve processes, and move forward with clarity without unnecessary drama or attachment to mistakes. Smart persistence means staying committed to the goal while changing the approach as many times as needed. This strengthens confidence, expands personal leadership, and prepares you to sustain wealth at higher levels. Sustainable wealth and legacy. True wealth isn't just about accumulating money. It's about maintaining it, expanding it, and giving it meaning over time. Sustainable prosperity is built by thinking in decades, not months, creating solid, intelligent structures. Generational wealth involves financial education, smart investments, and clear values. Teaching, inspiring, and creating positive impact expands your reach and transforms individual success into something that benefits others. A real legacy goes beyond assets. It lives in how you lead, the opportunities you create, and the example of freedom, discipline, and growth you leave behind, preparing the ground for an even deeper alignment. Gratitude and energetic alignment. Anticipatory gratitude is one of the fastest ways to align mindset and prosperity. When you give thanks before results appear, the subconscious recognizes that the flow already exists, reducing anxiety and strengthening trust in the process. Being aligned with abundance means acting like someone who expects the best, not with arrogance, but with inner certainty. This shifts posture, improves financial decisions, and allows money to respond more fluidly to those prepared to receive it. Trusting your path means understanding that every stage serves a purpose. Even delays and adjustments are part of growth. And when you maintain gratitude, focus, and emotional discipline, the next level of wealth reveals itself naturally. Now that you've walked through each layer of this abundance mindset, the question is no longer if prosperity is possible, but how much responsibility you're willing to take. Which beliefs will you strengthen in your subconscious starting today? What simple habits of discipline, focus, and gratitude can you begin applying this week? Wealth, money, freedom, and success are not isolated events. They are the result of consistent decisions repeated over time. Will you keep reacting to circumstances? Or will you act like someone who recognizes their value, takes leadership over their life, and builds a conscious legacy step by step? If this content sparked something within you, don't let the inspiration end here. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and follow the next episodes to continue expanding your mindset, your business, and your prosperity in a practical and real way.